gel.
Why? Why?
Why?
Why?
Why?
Why? You know why? Because ever since I started streaming, I've had a need to finish games that I otherwise would not have finished, perhaps. Probably. Ah, there we go. Boy, you're so cute. Eee! You love us. I had a feeling that would be his answer. You've been holding back for like an entire week, man. Let him get it out while he still can. Eventually, that won't be as much of a problem, however. Until then. This sounds weird. Don't phrase it like that. What are you talking about? I'm saying to let you be mushy. Hi. All in your grill. Nice. Hello, everybody. I suppose it is 5:30. We should go ahead and start. I got a little sidetracked because publisher sale. Ah! Oh no. No one's all that. Steam jump scare. Right. I may have gotten a few things. To be fair though, like they were selling not just the first but also the second Digimon Cyber Story together for like $5, and I was like, I cannot pass that one up. It's just not possible. How could I possibly let go of that? I mean, $5. I haven't played the second one, but I have played the first one, and I appreciate. It's not like the best game out there, but I still like it. It's still fun. It's Digimon. Pardon me. Sorry, trying to find my game here. There it is. I can't believe I've sunk 18 hours into this game. Oh. Are you gonna let me do it now? Awesome. There we go. Enjoy your alert, Grill. Also, for those of you who have voted for what we're going to do tomorrow. One, thank you. Two, we currently have a 3-way tie. We need a tiebreaker. Or if nobody votes before then, I'll just have to put them on like a spin wheel or something. But it is currently a tie between Community Game Night, Spooky Stories with Stitches, and the True Ending Hunt for Yuppie Psycho. Spin the wheel. If I don't get anything by tomorrow, I will spin the wheel. And then we'll leave it up to fate! Continue. Alright, last time we were trying to uncurse something. I forgot what it was exactly. I think it was like a watch or something. Fortunately, you need to sleep. We're doing some work on new tanks, and apparently you're the one driving them into the machine in the factory. Oof. One slight wrong turn can cost millions. Yes, please rest up, my friend. Put me on in the background if you have to. Make sure you snuggle with the kitties. And all that jazz. Okay, now I don't believe I actually... Okay, it was the key that we were trying to uncurse. So I did not manage to uncurse the key's curse. Thought I did pretty well, but apparently I didn't. $11:13 a.m. Yokenchi poisoned her husband with an odorless substance derived from the rubber tree of Almodovar, supplied to her by Mr. Andretti. As you've deduced, the professor had effectively blacklisted the sorry youth Martin Perry with a car dunce grade. Mrs. Yokenchi sought to avenge her son and Mr. Andretti to hire him at his factory. Ergo, they all conspired to murder the professor and avoid the debilitating brand of car dunce. Okay. Apparently, I did not get this right. And that's no good. Voted spooky stories. It's time to get all your IRS stories ready. Oh boy. Was poisoned by Yume. The only thing is tax season in USA is nightmare time. I actually get off pretty easy. The murder. You! What are you doing? Detective, you already sold the case. You were given great power and you used it. Don't you remember? Don't you remember the ring? You're being foolish now. You were given great power. Wait. He's talking about... It's like he gave me a ring. But I can't use the ring in here? I'm so confused. Maybe... Hmm. Like, do I know how much much taxes that I have to pay? My my job actually withholds taxes from my paycheck, and at the around the same time, when tax season comes around, it shows on my W-2, which is the form that they have to send out to us before tax season starts. And mine will be changing because I got something of a raise. Okay. See, the victim was blown up by me with combustible flower. Combustible flower! Out of sick curiosity. You're a fool! A fool! I gave you great powers of deduction and observation. I gave you the power to bend the skin of the world and snip up its insides. How dare you waste it? You really want to live without this power? You really want to live in the dark? Yes. You're a fool. I wouldn't sully that ring on the finger of a fool. Give it back now. You don't deserve it. I uncurse you. Hey, there we go. All right. So, did the curse effectively try to bribe you into not destroying it? It's a little disconcerting. Look at the key once more. You look at the key that once harbored its shadowy magic. It shimmers in the light. Upgrade. We now have the uncursed key. Putting the terrible key on a chain has rendered it decorative. 50% to item drops. You check your finger and pockets. No mysterious owl ring. You are reminded of the great figures of history who wielded incredible power and chose to give it up. You can't think of anyone specifically, but the concept is interesting to consider. Who's someone famous who gave up great power? He's not famous, but my dad never eats more than he needs at a buffet. I don't remember when I read this, but there's a rumor that Anne Boleyn had access to a tank, but chose not to use it. No need, she said. And you know what else had a tank? Walt Whitman. Interesting. Fish up the voice of a gatorman. Time to pick a fourth store. Okay. First applicant is advanced pants. I don't know what they say I plan on selling, but I have to assume it's pants. Second is 10 things I had about you, a hat store, I presume. Terrible name. Last applicant is Texas Instruments. Guy from Texas selling musical instruments, I suppose. Well, I don't really have any use for the instruments, but then again, might have something with a much bigger base attack. Although I do very much appreciate the awful pun for the hat store. I'm leaning towards the pants store. Find a hook on one of the ceiling beams and hang up your new refrigerator. Cool. No, it's gonna... I was about to say, I was like, is it gonna make me? Horrible book of stamps is still there. Les tables enchantées. The enchanted table. Cosmic sieve. Teo, the new kitty, tries to play with little kitty, but little kitty doesn't want to. She's afraid of him. They just snuck off on her while she was sleeping and gave her a jump scare. Oh no. Little kitty jumped up into the bookshelf and she's managed to push down everything on the shelf. Poor baby. Hi, Froxus. Ty's here too, by the way. Alright. To the village! In a clearing, a band of Cub Scouts sing fight songs around a fire. The scout leader waves you down. I don't know which ways of which in this dang swamp, he says, and shows you his compass. Can't find the dang North Star. Been leading these boys in circles for 3 days. If they figure me out, pal, it won't be marshmallows they're toasting tomorrow. Only 30 days until Teo moves to his forever home. He's a rescue. It's a Christmas gift for your mother. Aww. Oh, oh, oh. Aha! Fish. And we got it! Got the voice of a fisherman. Or gatorman, sorry. Oh. You take a wrong turn, and instead of ending up where you wanted to be, you end up at the Monster Shack. You know it's a Monster Shack because of the big sign on it that says Monster Shack. We're gonna keep going, but we'll come back to that later. Poor unfortunate mailman. The hunters have become caged. The gatorman raises a green forepaw in protest, accusing hunters, crimes grievous, butchering gatorman, killing mailman, despoiling land. Speak you, be accomplice, or be alligator? I wouldn't harm a scale on a gator's head. What I can't say is I didn't kill that gatorman mailman. Ah, he's onto you. Run away guiltily or run away innocently. I wouldn't harm a scale on a gator's head. Telling truth? Or controlling glands? What are you going to do with those men? Mailman dead, suspect hunters, have trial. Find guilty, consume. You're gonna eat them? Drink them. Did you let them go, maybe? Am unaccepting. Do justice. Liquefy them. Guess we're gonna have to do a prison break, guys. Oh, you just finished How to Sell a Haunted House? Did you like it? She wants a cat after hers died a couple months ago. Problem is she can't decide what cat she wants. So you and your sister said, let's get her a rescue. So your sister works her best, or does her best to stop her, your mom from getting one and telling her wait until after Christmas. It's a better time to get a cat. Your sister is the MVP, my friend. She deserves a good, I hope that you got her something good for Christmas, because running interference like that is just perfect. Crack? Oh yeah! Crack! You're back? What did you miss? Fat Cat was telling us about the kitten that he's going to be giving to his mom for Christmas. And that his sister was running interference to prevent his mom from, getting a cat before then. Got tea? See if the great detective can solve that murder. You got the gator cage key and the magnifying glass. Detectives use these to investigate tiny crimes. I mean, definitely knows who killed him. Oh, brother. What happened here? Got snatched, didn't I? It's funny, I'm calmer than I thought I'd be. Mailman slaughter's been hanging on my conscience some. Think I'd been expecting the claw of Johnny Law before too long. But Paul, he wasn't wrapped up in this. It's not fair he should go down for it too. Give. Well, let's unlock the key, or unlock the thing. Close one, mate. That was a close one. You know, it's occurring to me now that I've got my whole life without ever genuinely thanking somebody. It's never came up. Nobody ever really did anything for me before. You saved our skin, all right, and you looked out for my brother. So here goes. Thank you. You're welcome. It took me a second to realize why I said thank you. Oh, hang on. Oh, hey! Hope you're well. I don't know if you made much doing this, but I always figured this is a side thing for you. You have a job IRL. I always wondered if it's really that lucrative for smaller streamers. Hope you have a lovely Thanksgiving, whatever your plans are. Well, thank you, man. Yeah, no, this is definitely a side thing. 'Cause I mostly just I do get like some pay from it, but I don't have enough subscribers to do it full time. And I do have I have a full-time job that I do 5 days a week. But I get to work from home, so, you know, not too bad. You bought a $2,000 gift card for IKEA. She just moved to a new house. Nice! You place the gift card in a steel box, and the steel box is it a 1 by 1 by 1 foot concrete block. There's a cardboard moving box wrapped in 6 rolls of duct tape, wrapped in summer wrapping paper. In haste, John makes a sloppy grab for the jar, knocking and breaking a glass on his boot. Oh no. A moment of anguished futility is cut short when a translucent yellow wisp rises up from the shards, dancing between the trees before shooting directly up Paul's nostrils. John cuts short his hoots of joy when Paul crouches over the spot where the gatorman died, closes his eye, and keens in warning. His first noise with the new tongue. Say nothing. Enough. Enough of obscene murder and asymmetric service to animalistic desire. Brother, you practice a violence that is worse than base. It is vicious. It is corrupt. It is wrong. I call an end to all aggression. I call it now. At stake is the project of life itself. Paul? What are you saying? Then, Paul Leathers says 3 words so painfully profound they reduce his brothers to contrite behaviors. What? What did he say? It's not important. Come on, tell me! Don't worry about it. Look, everyone's moving on already. Don't worry about it. John falls to his knees and weeps, moaning in anguish when he sees his reflection in the sodden swamp water. Paul, the hunting, the killing, all of it. I did it to bring back your voice. Finding me a tongue, you gave away your heart. No longer can I recognize our blood in the ocean of it you have spilled. I call you brother no more. At Paul's urging, John tosses his knife into the swamp in repudiation of violence. The Gator Man is so moved he tosses in his magnifying glass in solidarity. Wait. Grab the islands before they sink, but be casual about it. Not even looking, you hook both the discarded weapons on the tip of your foot and flip them up into your pocket. I got a valuable hunting knife. And another magnifying glass. Look, look, look! Oh, I missed quite a bit. And there's a shoebox with a hammer and a chisel as a second gift. Our area is getting a Costco. Only went there once in my life. Off to play Hades 2. Have such a fun indie game if you like Greek myth and the roguelikes. I'll do this as so you're gonna explain it in the report, guys, so I won't bother with it. Yeah, that would be kind of hard to explain. Congrats on the mods. I did mention that last time. I don't know if he actually heard me though. There we go. Watch Paul take charge. Paul eloquently negotiates a resolution to the mailman murder. John will go with the Gatorman to face trial, but the death penalty will not be levied against him. This can't be goodbye, brother. I don't wish it. Know that if I see you again, it will be for the last time. I will use the last of my life to build a ladder to heaven of my own, so that I may protect the dinosaurs from men like you. Good stuff, everyone. Deep asleep. Look at the future later. Have a good night. You're deep asleep. Everyone good. Yep. I'll make you. She can't get rid of me. Wait, what? That sentence doesn't quite make sense to me. Paul Others has regained the power of speech. He's almost glowing. Hello, Paul. It seems our paths are fated to cross. Oh, what'll you do now? I built a ladder to heaven, which as we speak grows rung by rung. When will that be done? I expect not for several weeks. How are things between you and your brother? He may be my blood, but I will not call him brother. Our blood is undone by all that which he has spilled in the causes of violence and vengeances. When we next meet, he will be in the Azure Empyrean upon the highest rungs of our respective ladders to heaven. So, not great then. Betrayed? A gator stick. Alligator tooth. Crowbar. Heals your muscle +1. Add bonus damage to your weapon. I'll make sure she can't get rid of me. Might have skipped a few words. Yeah, just a little. Just a tad. Alright, search the hamlet for clues as to where Kathy may have gone. I suspect she's the one in the refrigerator, perhaps? Oh, you've accidentally walked right into a huge swarm of gnats and flies, and they're buzzing super loud. And they've actually got a pretty good beat going. Are those tiny musical instruments? Is that a locust with a fiddle? What is even going on? I'm gonna join them. You swing your hips and give the swarm a little of the old soft shoe and a jaunty whistle. The insects are super into it, despite the fact that you kill several of them every time you clap your hands, and when the show eventually winds to close, they leave you a tip as they buzz away. Nice. Alright, I need 7 muscle in order to force that door. We both be careful. I will neither confirm nor deny. Feel the burn. Okay, force the door. Yeah. With great effort, you force the door open. Released from his refrigerated cage, a cold man squirms out into the muck, gasping for air. My God, you are my savior. One more day trapped in there and I would have succumbed completely to despair. Insulin's a deadly weapon. Uh-oh. Good thing I don't use insulin. And at least over here, insulin's expensive. Like, who are you? I am Fabian, illustrator of the natural sciences, arid steppes, glittering bergs of ice. But lately, my interests have taken me to these damp lands. I am in my soggy period. How'd you get in there? I was traveling to the swamp to sketch the native cypress, only to be caught in a net by these gator-esque men. At first, they allowed me to roam within the confines of this camp, but when I shouted for help at a passing truck, I was put in the refrigerator. What truck? Oh, it hurtled through the camp like a bass out of hell. It was a boy and a girl at the wheel, and I called out, "Stop! I am a prisoner. Take me with you." But they drove on. What makes a person do that? Where was the truck headed? North of here, I'm sure of it. North, huh? Since that driver at Largemouth Bass and Sons was confident that the truck could only make it 11 miles at most, you subtract from 11 the distance between this camp and the fishery. Seized with deductive euphoria, you do some quick calculations, which in your haste come out very wrong. You do them again, not rushing it this time, and produce a promising lead. Location unlocked, an amphibious truck. Not yet, not knowingly. True crimes. I was like, I mean, most of what I listen to is true crime, so I at least know. I'd at least like to think that I know what not to do. Do you know of a creature called called Occam's gator? Occam's gator. Supposedly a large gator with two tails who breathes smoke from its nostrils. Oh, yes, I think you're describing my mother-in-law. Haha. Okay, so you don't know. No, and I apologize. I shouldn't have said that. Melanie has always been kind to me. Okay. Every weekend she bathes me a ball of nougat. I apologize, Melanie. Say goodbye. You want to leave, the way out is more or less clear. I do want to leave. That is a good guess. If we ever meet again, it would honor me to paint your portrait. I am an artist, as you know. I cannot paint you right away, as I am in my soggy period, but if I conclude that work, or if you become soggy, well, who knows? Am I not soggy enough? Not for academia, no. Oh well. Am I not soggy enough for the soggy club? Get some life insurance. Joke's on you. My life insurance policy goes to my siblings. Nuts to this swamp. Look at my best glad rags I turned into actual rags. These stockings are silk. Well, I guess now they're silt. Oh, ha ha! You're about as funny as a rubber crutch. Come on, if we keep moving, we'll be done here sooner. Nothing doing. I ain't moving from the spot till I've got a proper set of pin covers. She drops a nickel into a nearby payphone and talks into it urgently for a minute. How on earth is Rita to talk to you? How on earth did you find a payphone in the middle of a swamp? I phoned my pap. He's sending along a pair of his old fishing waders. That isn't what I asked you. Before long, a delivery boy arrives with the waiters and hands them over to Molly with a tip of his cap. Very fashionable. You'll knock him dead at the dance hall. Laugh it up, Buster. If anyone I know gets a peep on me wearing these, you're the one I'm gonna knock dead. Savvy? Molly's HP increased by 5. Well, we found the truck. Nothing amphibious about this truck. The cab door hangs limply from its hinges. The truck has been abandoned for some time. There's nobody inside unless they are very small and hiding. Well, are they? Small and hiding? No. Search the seats. A newspaper left on the passenger seat is opened to the classifieds page. Circled are advertisements for Mr. Rat's Hotel for working women and the docks. Take the paper. You don't need it, it's yesterday's news. Well, screw you, what if I still needed yesterday's news? Search under the seats. Gas tank is located underneath the driver's seat, which has the advantage of lowering the truck's center of gravity. This gas tank is empty, which has the disadvantage of the truck not working. You also notice the glint of a tiny glint of metal. A key. You got the small LB and S key. Heat the engine? What? Oh, black smoke billows from the cowl. That engine is cooked. Eat it. Eat something just because it's cooked. Eat the engine. It's far too large to eat. Eat it! It's not possible to eat an engine. I don't care. Kill you even to try. Gritting yourself against the overbearing heat, you wrench open the cowl and peer through the smoke, only to find that someone has already beaten you to it. The engine has already been eating. Well, next chance I get, I'm eating an engine. Sure. This whole truck business sure feels like much ado about nothing. Ado is a weird word. Is there anything else? No? Alright. Can I not look in the back? Let's see what the key is for, I guess. In a gloomy grove of sunken cypress trees, a well-muscled woman stands waist-deep in the opaque bog. Her hands rest on the pommel of a sword, its blade lodged in the muck. It catches your eye because it's not the type of thing you tend to see on the East Coast. What sword is that? The blade of your great aunt. Many moons ago it was entrusted to my family for safekeeping. Now it is yours to reclaim, for a cost. Why do I have to pay for my family's sword? The security guaranteed by my family is unique and comes with a great price. Your great aunt knew this. It is why she placed the blade in our care. Okay, so what's the cost? In time, I shall ask of you a boon, and you shall be obliged to grant it. Sure. You got the item Great Aunt's Great Sword. You may or may not have a great aunt, but nobody can deny that you have a great sword. You also got the perk Swamp Gas. This gas really grinds your gears. Perhaps the lady from the swamp will tell you soon about the boon she wants in exchange for this thing's removal. You geesed me? The simple magic binding you to your oath until such time as I have need of your service. On that day I will find you. We just do the boon thing now. But she is gone and slipped away into the dark waters of the swamp. Better be a good sword. The great sword. Oh, okay. Better be a good great sword. I have a cursed sword. It took away... It's like it took away some of my stats. Which sucks, because I also have Noel's Sigil as well. I have 245 XP. Constantly damage enemies? Ooh. You radiate both strength and an ever-present powerful cloud of cheese smell. Pecorino bravado. We'll do it. Need brother maid. Kitty! Sign says take a bottle of bass oil. Alright then. It's glued to the table. Bottles crate the whole thing. Now you notice the reverse of the sign, which reads, if you can. Take the bottles. You break the bonds of glue with a satisfying thwarp. You get the crate of bass oil. Quest item. Take it to the speakeasy. Oh, yeah. Alright. And take the sign. The refrigerator huns with quiet minutes. Or maybe it's the motor. Only item inside is a sardine salad sandwich in a cardboard box. The box is labeled Adams. Do not eat. Do eat. Ah! The sandwich smacks of something foul and deeply wrong, as if the food has rotted itself to punish your minor transgression. Reminds me of your story of your friend Eve, who ate a forbidden window display sandwich and was cast out from the Garden of Eden restaurant. You gain the effect original sandwich. And like Eve, you have tasted a forbidden sandwich and must face the consequences. I have no luck. There's a bass thawing in the sink in each of the drawers. Oh, nice! Yay! It got rid of my curse. Well, part of one of my curses anyway. Fishing cats are slow to trust. The cat ignores your attempts to befriend it. Only true loyalty to the fisherman's cause will win it over. Alas. I can unlock it. The key fits snugly into the lock. So snugly that you can't get it out. But it does its job, nonetheless. The austere bedding testifies to the Tracy family's rigorous asceticism. One must purge body and mind of all comfort and distraction to achieve the hyper-focus of a bass fisherman. Secret candies. A bass fisherman should not be vulnerable to such temptations. You got spearmint taffy and licorice taffy. Increases the damage of your ranged weapon attacks by 1. Or increase the damage of your melee attacks by 1. This piece of black licorice flavored saltwater taffy is bound to either invigorate you or angrify you, depending on how you feel about black licorice. The spearmint flavored saltwater taffy will help you keep your cool, which is what you need to be good with ranged weapons like spears, assuming you're throwing the spears. Look, there isn't any such thing as a bullet mint. Okay, I got it. Spearmint. Ha ha ha. Spartan mattress holds no secrets. Look under the pillow. You got 16 teeth. New mouth starter kit. Tooth Fairy skipped the swamp for a while. Navy blue slicker is the sole resident of the coat rack. Search it. Fierce rummaging yields a letter in the right pocket. The envelope appears unopened. Got Kathy's letter. A letter from Kathy Tracy addressed only to Dad. The post office will never be able to deliver that. Largemouth bass eyes peek through the slats on the lockers. Scary. You're not supposed to be in this room. It's better if Adam doesn't see you leave through this door. Better for who? Better for you. Okay. I'll believe it. I have a letter for you, sir. I ate your sandwich. I found the company truck. Are you trying to, are you trying to say, Tracy? Kathy Tracy? Oh, but finding the truck may help us find Kathy. It will? Where is she then? I don't know yet. I see. So the truck may help us find her, or it may not. Look, it's looking more and more like Kathy ran away from home. Even if that's true, it doesn't matter. You find her and you bring her back here. That young woman has a responsibility to largemouth bass and sons. H sandwich. No, you didn't. The one in the refrigerator's a decoy. He chuckles. Nobody's ever found the real thing. Alright. Found these under a pillow. Yes, those are mine. Believe in the tooth fairy? No. I'll be on my way. Can I read the letter? Oh, I can. The envelope isn't sealed. You slide it open with ease. Dad, all anyone cares about in this family is largemouth bass. Well, I'm sick of it. Ain't I a person? Ain't I deserving of being cared about too? I'm leaving, Dad, for a place where dreams are possible. You ain't never gonna find me because you don't know where that is. Love, Kathy. P.S. Hi to Mom. Okay. That is, she definitely ran away. But a place where dreams come true, huh? Hey, I found your truck. Really? Where? Is she alright? Does she need anything? It's out of gas and something ate the engine. She's out of gas and something ate the engine. Rats, I don't know where I'll find a new engine. And I really need that truck back. Left an egg sandwich on the passenger seat, and I'm afraid by now that egg will have hatched. You had an egg in there? I never saw that. Let's check out the monster shack. Catch a whiff of burnt rubber and see a column of smoke drifting into the sky nearby. As you get closer to the site, you see that a small airplane has crashed into the mud, or perhaps splatted or glorped into the mud. No skeptics. I still don't have enough hobo code knowledge. Inside you find not the decayed and crumbling tumble-down shack strewn with ancient wreckage that you were perhaps expecting, but an actually maintained and fairly cleared tumble-down shack strewn with 12 to 14-year-old kids. Hey, what are you kids doing out here in the middle of the swamp? Why shouldn't we be? Because it's dangerous here. Yeah, but this is where the monsters are. That's why it's dangerous. Do you believe in monsters, mister? Believe the real monster is man. Of course I do. It'd be a real feat of cognitive dissonance otherwise. You mean you've seen them? Oh, for really real? Well, yeah. Which one? Which one? Vampires. Well, those don't count. Those guys are just weird jerks. We're looking for real monsters. I don't understand what real means in this context. Since you believe in monsters, you can join our monster squad. Otherwise, we can't tell you anything because it's a secret. Okay, I'll join. Great! It'll be nice to have someone who can reach the top shelf on the old bookcases we scavenged. Is that it? Am I a member now? Yeah, we used to have a big ceremony where you had to repeat a bow and stuff, but it took too long and we're all busy with our research. Come on in and have a look around. Thanks. Look at these smart kids. Kid is, well, he's eating something. Hi there. Hi. I don't mean to be rude, but what's your deal, kid? I'm a moss man. You are, huh? Okay, well, not really, but I want to be a moss man when I grow up. That's why I'm eating all this fertilizer. It's actually cornflakes. I'm just pretending. Okay, phew. Haha, yeah, I'm not crazy. Some people say I'm crazy for believing in the moss man, though. But I know he's real. I've seen him. What's a moss man? A man made of moss? Yep, he's all fuzzy and green, and it's so neat. Oh, hey, you should go see him for yourself. And if you bring back proof he exists, people won't think I'm weird anymore. Well, they might. Yeah, I'll have a look. Great. I'll mark the place on your map. It's called Moss Rock Grotto. If you see him, try to big back some moss as proof, okay? Okay. Maybe and Phase are really dangerous. Yes, I can agree. I can agree with that. Molly. Kid is studying far more intently than you ever did at his age. What you reading? It's about Neanderthals and early hominids. Unfortunately, I'm not finding anything useful in here. What are you looking for? The honey ape. The what now? You've never heard of it? It's a very famous monster. It's a hairy primate or primate-like creature that's smaller than a human, but with human-sized hands. Most of the legends call it Big Hands, but I'm pretty sure the Big Hands legends and reports of honey ape sightings are referring to the same cryptid. That's interesting. I know it lives around here somewhere, I just haven't been able to find it yet. I'll help you look for it. That would be excellent. Thank you. Here, I found some of its prints once and made a tracing. That might help you track it down. Try and get one of its fingernails as proof. How will a fingernail be proof? It'll be as big as a human fingernail, obviously. But wouldn't they just... Never mind. You got the honey ape handprint. And you've heard of sirens and mermaids, but then you hear the fae. Kid is preoccupied with repeatedly smelling 2 large test tubes. What you got there? Perfume samples? Kinda. This one is a combination of hydrogen sulfide and methane. Common swamp gas, basically. Ew. What's the other one? Coffee. To clear the swamp gas smell out of my nose. Huh. Okay, so why? I'm researching a creature known as the smell-o-wisp. I've only run into it once, but I have a good memory for smells, so I figure if I can match its smells, that particular chemical mix will tell me more about it. A smell of the what? Wisp. It's a cloud of intelligent swamp gas. Some people say it's the ghost of a dead chili cook-off judge, but I think there's probably a more scientific explanation. You're telling me you're looking for an intelligent... The girl gestures sternly to his sign over her workbench. No, no fart jokes. Oh, come on! It's a smell of the wisp. No. Well, I don't know what to say then. If you're willing to help instead of making puerile goofs, I could really use a sample to analyze. Fine. Here you go. Take this. It should help you track the thing down. You got a nose trumpet. Oh no. I'm afraid. A big cone designed to make it so people who have lost their sense of smell can still tell what they've stepped in. Just spell through this. Yeah, just follow your nose. Alrighty then. We're gonna find so many cryptids. This kid has a ball cap with a sinister-looking triangle on it and is messing around with an elaborate handmade radio. Hi there. Hi. Hey, you're a grown-up. You help me with something? I'm not buying you any cigarettes. No. There's this swamp lady named Barbara Yargara. Barbara Yargara. You guys can't see it, but I'm pinching my nose because I'm trying not to laugh. Everybody says she's just a fairy tale, but I know she's real because I've seen her hut right here in this swamp. I don't know if she's the sort of swamp lady who eats kids or not. Swamp lady? I don't want to call her a swamp witch or swamp hag or stuff like that. What do you mean to judge her that way? Not having ever even met her. Sheesh, kids these days. Barbara Yagra! Yes. I wonder if she'll have something other than chicken feet for her swamp, for her house legs. She's Baba Yaga's cousin. You'd be like, get out of his swamp! Great, thanks. Here, I'll mark her hut on your sponge map. Anyways, bring back a feather to prove you met her, okay? She has feathers. I mean, from one of her pet birds. Story says she has a ton of them. Well, you know, it isn't just an ordinary feather I found somewhere. Well, you seem like a trustworthy person. Why do you need me to bring proof at all? Because that's how quests work. Come on. Ask about the radio. Wait, you didn't mention the radio. What's the radio for? Oh, this isn't related to Barbara Yargra or anything. I'm just trying to find a station where we can get some music in here. Reception in this swamp is terrible, though. I see. Nice hat. What's the triangle mean? Thanks. It's the Great Pyramids. One of them, anyway. Ever seen them? Only on your hat, not personally. Well, maybe you will someday. Sure, who knows? I'm getting all the side quests. This kid is peering at a terrarium filled with flies and occasionally tapping on her glass. Hi there. Are you, into flies? Well, kinda. They're interesting once you get over the gross factor, but mostly I'm just studying these because I'm really interested in the flyman. The flyman? Yeah! Or maybe the manfly. I haven't decided which way is better yet. So what is the flyman and or manfly? He's a scientist that moved into the old Flemberg place. I did a little spying on him, and I think he's trying to turn himself into a giant fly. Why would anyone want to do that? I don't know. That's what's so interesting about him. She looks at her feet and blushes a little. Also, he's really handsome. For now, you mean? Well, yeah. I'd really like to meet him, but I'm too shy. Can you help me out? Oh, welcome back. The one vid I showed you the other day, the guy on the bike. Sure, I'll help. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Here, I'll show you where the house is. If you meet him, could you, bring me back a souvenir? Like what? Like maybe, one of his chest hairs? Girl, you're how old? Why are we agreeing? Weird shadow packet pouch. You stick your hand into the hole, grab the first thing your fingers brush against, and yank it back out. You got an item, the shadow clarinet. Reduce all of the enemy stats by 13. Ooh. Actually, it might be an oboe. It's hard to tell with the endless void pouring into our world through its empty silhouette. The shadowy pocket vanishes with an otherworldly pop. Takes off shirt and pulls one out, right? But she doesn't want our chest hair. She wants the chest hair of a specific man. Dozens of volumes of serial fantasy for young adults and older than average children. There's Rosa Morgan and the Cavern of Ice, but what's this? You got an item, Mascarpone's Monster, or the Modern Provolone. An old-timey fantasy novel about a mad scientist and his doomed quest to create the perfect being out of cheese. Grants the combat skill Elemental Elemental. Summon a cheesy ally. Okay. Read it! You read the cautionary tale and take the exact wrong lesson from it. Sure, tampering with forces beyond his control killed this Mascarpone clown, but you're different. You get the Elemental. With cheese like this, who needs friends? Can summon a cheesy ally once per fight. Just fell asleep in Big and he found a paper bag. Oh no. Whew. Pardon me. There's an appendix at the end of the book with a bunch of boring science details. If you can memorize the appendix, your summoned elementals, muscle, mysticality, and moxie will be increased by 3. Oh, I can't do that right now. Damn. Taking a sip of my drink. My throat was getting dry. That's a little better. A little sign on the table says Boris only. This cat had better be Boris or there's gonna be trouble. Pet him! Boris hisses at you. He must know that you're an outsider. None of these cats will let me pet them. I just want to pet the kitty. Can I give the kitty any fish? No. It's like, I have fish in my meat sack, but it won't let me give them out. The workbench covered with tools and oranges. These two, but they're cute. This kid is messing around with some kind of weird mechanical contraption. What's the thing you're making? I don't really know yet. I'm just kind of messing around with it because I'm taking a break from my main project. Hey, do you know anything about the Chupa Naranja? I try to avoid spicy food. It gives me the hiccups. No, this is the kind of monster that eats oranges. They're supposed to be from way down south, but I know there's one in the swamp somewhere. Unfortunately, no matter what kind of trap I build, it just keeps escaping. Do you want to try? Sure, why not? Great. Feel free to use my workbench over there. I've got plenty of spare parts and stuff. If you manage to catch it, bring it to me. Bring me back one of its nostrils? A nostril? Not the whole head or a pelt? Oh, no, I don't want to kill it. Just prove that it's out there. That's the nostril? I could give you, like, I could, like, you know, pluck some of its hairs or something. Dave, you're not stupid, but you're cute. The Chupa Naranja trap. Grab some scrap metal from the bench and construct a very basic animal trap. Add a battery and a fuse. Carefully pick up the trap and then carelessly shove it into your sack. Intelligent enough to know that I'm kind of stupid. I mean, I'm not exactly the smartest person in the room either. You're browsing your way through the swamp, taking a sniff through your nose trumpet now and then. The swamp smells terrible. I mean, a swamp is literally just standing water and rotting compost, the biome. That's not like it's news or anything, but you wouldn't be surprised if this swamp was at least nominated for world's worst smelling swamp. Oh, God in heaven, what is that? Something smells like a rotten egg mated with a tire fire, and the egg and tire fire laid and the egg the tire fire laid also went rotten. Squinting through your tears, you see a patch of brown air hovering nearby. This must be the smell-o-wisp that kid was looking for. Run up and grab it. Holding both your nose and your breath, you run up and snatch at the wisp before it can fly away, collecting a clump of air so foul it sticks to your hand. Fortunately, you've got an empty jar to scrape it off into. Got the stinky ester. Essential distillation of foulness. Black. Well, that was an easy side quest. This isn't so much a bird bath as a bird dirtier. Fish! See what we can get out of it. Got a slithering puke fish. Mmm. Brown-eyed slime fish. A mucky wormfish. Looks like you caught everything here. This cattail looks different from the others. I wonder... I bet you that there's some kind of secret here. You cautiously enter the spooky hut and discover it's actually really nice inside. A young woman with a rather twig-oriented hat greets you. Oh, hello. Please come in. I don't get many visitors apart from the birds. I might be in the wrong place. Are you Barbara Yargra? That's correct. And you are? I'm Rufus Baker. A pleasure. Come in, come in. Barbara Yargra smiles pleasantly. It's a really nice house. To be honest, I was expecting everything to be a lot more, witchy. Oh, you've heard the old stories. Those were about my granny. She was really into croning. Croning? Being a crone. You know, all the really old traditional magic stuff. She lived to be nearly 200 years old. When she passed, she left me this house and all her birds and so on. I see. Is that why you're here, chasing the old legends of Barbara Yargra? Well, not exactly. I met a kid who was into the old stories, but he was afraid you might be the child-eating kind of witch, so he sent me instead. That's adorable! I don't even think I've ever eaten a child, but there's no telling what was in Granny's stews. I'm not sure if that was meant to be a joke or... Sure! Anyway, I'm supposed to take back a feather. To prove that I met you? Oh, okay. I can't just give you one, though. Are you sure? Yep, sorry. I have to give you some kind of test first. It's a traditional thing. What sort of test? Well, it's a lot of work keeping this room clean, what with the birds and all. I'm getting behind on my other chores. Ugh, chores. Or you could fight me. Fight you? Granny trained all these birds to be killers, but I haven't exactly been looking for trouble like she used to, so they could use some exercise, you know? Oh, tell me about those chores. I need you to muck out the bird bath out front and pick the right cattails out of my cattail patch for me. That's only 2 things. Isn't there a third thing? Of course! I'll tell you about that after you finish the first 2. Alright. Great! I can tell the right cattails by how they look a little different, and I'm sure you saw the bird bath when you came in. That's easy enough. Barbara's well-maintained arcane oven. I can make false cheese. Nice. You probably shouldn't mess with this trapdoor without Barbara's permission, and probably all her birds' permission too. Chest is set is nothing but rooks on one side and nothing but doves on the other. Small bird bath. Ask Barbara about it. I've never seen an indoor bird bath before. Oh, that was a gift. It's too small for my birds, though. I'd be happy to give it to you along with that feather if you help me out. Okay. I don't want to indulge in my own vanity. I need sleeves and stench armor. Well, let's take a look and see. Got the right cat tail. At least those are easy. Eh. That is a big one. This cat tail is huge. It's like a lion tail. Alright. The sleeves and stench armor. But I already have one thing. Hmm. The wax slats. Would that be enough? Oh, I need 6. Eh. Mm. I might have to do that at a later time. And that's odd. This patch of muddy ground has a lot of tracks in it that look like human handprints. Except for the fact that maybe humans don't normally walk around on their hands. Maybe there was an acrobat convention in the middle of the swamp. What was that one kid talking about? The honey ape? Well, maybe there's something to that after all. Follow the tracks. Geez, the more you look, the more of a confusing, trampled mess these tracks are. It seems like there are different sets of tracks heading in different directions. How many thumbs did you said this thing has again? On one hand? He said it would look like a regular one? How many fingers? You follow the prints to a clearing in the middle of a small stand of trees, and to your surprise, you find an animal pretty much like the honey ape the kid described. Somewhat like a larger chimpanzee or a very small gorilla, but with disproportionately large and human-like hands. It's sitting on the ground, casually drinking out of a beehive, and doesn't seem to have noticed you yet. Sneak up on it. You successfully creep up on the unsuspecting primate, but you run out of the trees and brush to hide behind before you get close enough to really do anything. I don't have enough mysticality to outsmart it, so I'm gonna have to attack it. Jesus of the cosmos. Ow. Nice. Yeah, the poison! That moon made of cheese. It's my cheese golem. You won! The honey ape's unconscious state makes it much easier to pull off one of its fingernails. You got the honey ape fingernail. Oh, yes. Well, I am a cheese wizard, so it makes sense for me. All the items on this table are either made of or covered in moss. Well, if it isn't the moss man the kid was talking about. You got a real unusual coincidence here. He doesn't exactly look fearsome, but if you're looking for a fight, it might be best to take advantage of surprise. Excuse me, are you a moss man? Yep, that's me. Clyde Mossman, pleased to meet you. Hi, I'm Rufus Baker. Welcome to my humble abode. I get many visitors, except some weird kids I sometimes see peeking around the trees. You an actual moss man? I ain't quite sure I would get your meaning. That's my last name, like I said. Yeah, but are you a human person or some sort of moss swamp creature? I get this is a strange and possibly rude question. Well, I weren't always this way, but I've been living in this swamp a long time. Just kind of dug in and got comfortable. Moss just sort of grows out of me natural-like now instead of hair. Guess this happened so gradual, and I got so accustomed to it, didn't occur to me to question it. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to give you some kind of philosophical crisis. No apology necessary, friend. But it is something I'm going to be chewing on for a while. Can I, have some of your moss? Excuse me? You drop an existential bombshell on me and now you're asking for a part of my body? I'm not really in top social form today, I guess. I do need some of that moss, though. I'll tell you what, help me solve this puzzle of whether I'm a man or a monster. I'll give you some moss. It's like I don't have any choice but to fight him, though. Say your monster. I'm sorry, I don't want to fight you, but I don't have any choice. Rise, O servant of cheese! You won! You knocked the Monsty Monster to the ground and take its mustache as a trophy. Defeated, it crawls away into the swamp. I feel so bad though, I didn't want to actually hurt him. Lip-shaped slab of moss. Moss is twinkling for some reason. What do you say when you've collected all the Spanish moss you want? No mas. No mas. Go back to the monster shack real quick. The swamp gas clouds the sky, the heavens alight with strange new constellation, unlike any of you've seen before. I don't have any mysticality right now I don't have enough mysticality. Alright, him? Okay, now he's the Baba Yaga person. This one I know. Did you find the Smell-O-Wisp? I sure did. Please don't open the jar while I'm in the room. That bad, huh? What if it's gotten stronger since I met it? Anyway, thanks for your help. You hand over the nose trumpet she lent you and the jar of foulness you collected. The kid pulls out a sash, pins a badge on it, and hands it to you. As thanks, here's an official Monster Squad sash and your first Monster Squad badge. Lala. Neat. I have your fingernail, sir. Turns out you were right, the honey ape is totally a real thing. Oh my gosh, really? I knew it. Here's your tracing back in that fingernail you wanted. Wow. Huh. Nothing wrong? I guess I'm just torn between excitement, vindication, and the fact that this is a much grislier object than I realized it was going to be. Oh, don't worry about it. Oh my god, it's a raid! Hi, hello raiders, welcome! Hello everybody! My name is Stitches. Caravan raid, indeed. How much you loathing the shadows? Well, I've been sent on a bunch of tiny side quests by tiny children, and I'm currently getting my Monster Hunter sash here, loaded with badges. I managed to find the cursed object that I originally needed to find anyway, and I've already uncursed it. So I went back to come and do some other side quest thingies before I went on to the next chapter. Actually, really funny because I loaded in and I was like, oh yeah, I still need to uncurse this thing. But the thing was, I thought that I had already done it.
Drink it down in one breath.
But I actually had to do a little more. Thank you for the hydrate. But anyway, so each of these kids believes in a different monster, and so I had to go find. This one was the honey ape. It's like Bigfoot, but it has big hands instead. And oh, I need to talk to this guy because he believes in Moss Man. Well, you were right about Moss Man. See, I told you he was real. Yeah, real tough. Got you this mustache as proof. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Thank you. You're welcome. The kid happily sticks the mustache to his upper lip. How do I look? Mossy? Yes, Moss Man. I don't have Moss Man, but I do have a Mothman plushie. There's a lady who does crochet that sells regularly at our Christmas craft show every year, and she made the cutest little Mothman plushie, and I had to get it. So it is proudly displayed in my room and freaks my sister out. She's like, it's so creepy. And I was like, excuse you, this is adorable. It even has cute little antennae that are fluffy. I'm doing an awful new job. Wait, what? Hang on. I can only see like half of that. Been doing awful, the new job is working you to the bones. Okay, I see. I now have three proud badges for my sash. Try to deduce where Kathy and Tom could have gone on foot after the truck ran out of gas. Well, looks like I know that I can get to the Flyman's lair. Take a look at the crash site. A flash of light cuts through the trees. The glare passes, and then you see it, poking its head out above a canopy. A telescope! Why, you fancied a telescope ever since you were a young boy. You pressed your nose to the window of the telescope shop for hours until the proprietor would run you out and threaten to tan your glutes with his tripod. And I still want a telescope. And you've waited long enough. Go and get your telescope. That's a different area. Oh no. And been on sick leave this week because knees kept giving out. Apparently boss thinks you're blind because you can't see obvious things. Oh. Babe, I'm so sorry. Grumpy looking pilot. Seems like you got a problem up here. Ha! You think? Yeah, 3 kinds of problem I got if you don't count the headache. My plane being stuck butt downward in this swamp is just the most obvious one. Anything I can help with? Name's Rufus, by the way. We're on a Rasmussen, hi. And yeah, if you got some time on your hands, you bet your buns I can use it. What happened? I'm looking to be the first to fly a plane all the way around the swamp in one go. See? Nearly made it too, but first to fly nearly all the way around the swamp won't be making any newspaper headlines. Now look at what I got. A plane half buried in the muck, tainted fuel, and even if I got those sorted out, there ain't enough runway here for me to get flying again. Plane seems real stuck. What's wrong with your fuel? Plane seems real stuck. Oh, you noticed, huh? Yeah, it's sticking up out of the ground there. Right, yep, yeah, sure it is. The way Rhonda's staring at you makes you a little uncomfortable. What's wrong with your fuel? When I landed, the fuel tank got full of swamp water, which I don't know how well versed you are in the chemistry of aircraft fuel, but not good for it? Not good for it. So I siphoned the tank dry. I figured it wouldn't be that big a deal since I got a can of backup fuel. Oh, let me guess. That's full of water too? Ain't nothing so bad that it can't be a little bit worse. Yeah, I hear ya. Can that be fixed somehow? Well, technically, yeah. I just needs to have the water distilled out of it. I don't have anything like that kind of equipment, though. Maybe I can dig something up. That'd be great. Any basic distillation setup should do the trick. It ain't rocket science, just airplane science. That's a much slower kind of science. Use the can. See what I can do. I have an appointment with the eye specialist on the 4th because that was a problem before that you didn't take serious. Bad. I got double vision in one of your eyes. Oh no. Yeah, that's not good. You shouldn't ignore stuff like that. Only bothers you when you play darts. Still, that's a kind of cool. It's like that's something that doesn't just go away on its own, though. That's involved in building a runway. With enough tar and macadam, I could slap down a quick and dirty runway. Dirtier than quick for certain, but it'd be good enough to get me out of here. I've got plenty of tar, but where'd you get that barrel of tar anyway? You know, that's a funny story. But anyway, I need a load of macadam to go with it. What's a macadam? Like a gravel for fuss budgets. For my purposes, I need a load of rocks exactly 3 centimeters across. That isn't very many rocks. Each individual rock is 3 centimeters across, not the whole load together. Oh. Look for some rocks that size. Well, that'd be great. Come to think of it, I passed an old quarry on my way down. I didn't get a close look because I was kind of distracted, but I can mark it on your map for you. Can't go myself, I need to stay here and guard the tar. Alright, I'll go take a look. Is there anything that I can do? Bernie, this is the most diagonal plane you've ever encountered. Consider all the possible ways in which you might extract the plane from its current state of diagonality. Well, let's try leverage. Examine the crash site carefully, walking all around it and tapping gently on this and that until you find the spot you're looking for, the perfect place to stand. Having found it, you wedge your shovel in beside the plane and deftly pry it out of the muck. Nicely done. Well, that's one problem figured out. You find a chunk of oil shale just jutting out of a stagnant pool, making the surrounding water all greasy and colorful. Analyze the shale. He asks the shell about its mother, and it cries tears of shellac. You got the impenetrable shellac. A dump truck sits beneath the chute, patiently waiting the day of its dump. Hello. Shadow pocket. You stick your hand in the hole, grab the first thing your fingers brush against, and yank it back out. You got Shadow Milkshake. That's what you get if you, instead of a soda jerk, the local cafe employed a soda nihilist. Shadowy pocket vanishes with an otherworldly pop. Some hobo code. I don't have enough hobo code knowledge. Payload, none. This rock has an X painted on it for some reason. This is by far the coolest rock you've ever met. Befriend it! You hang out with the rock for a while. It is amazing. You got some stylish gel. Just look at it. You'll never be as cool as this slime. Ayy. Units. Reload. Ah, slab of rocks feed to the machine from the quarrier's conveyor belt. Crush. Here's some grinding and crunching sounds. Kerchunk. Gravel in the machine is on the right sides. Okay. You heard a lot of pounding and crunching noises. Polish? Oh, okay, I see. 1.95 inches. Whoa! Crush. Okay. Okay, I need it to be a little bit smaller. That was too much. Okay. Reload. That's at 52 centimeters. 41. 30. 19. 8. None. Alright. We are going to figure this out. Alright, crush. Bolts it to 17. Goes to 6. And that's just too much. Okay. Crush once. Pound once. Polish. That's still too much. Eh. that's still... Eh. And now that's too much. Oh. Yeah! We got it. Let's go. We did it. We're driving it. You're just going to steal it? You know that's a crime, right? Who cares? We'll bring it back. And then we needed to distill the water for her. I think the kids might actually... I think at the monster shack. Oh. A spot of color in this drab swamp catches your eye. You find a pile of withered orange husks in the front of a shallow cave. This must be the lair of the Chupa Naranja. Fortunately, it isn't home right now. Or maybe, since you aren't an orange, it wouldn't be dangerous to you anyway? That almost certainly isn't true. Set up your trap. You set your trap and hide behind a nearby bush and wait for your prey. After a while, you start to get very bored and remember that people who hunt with traps don't typically sit and wait for prey to show up. Instead, they leave and come back later. It's kind of the whole point of animal traps. Thus, we shall leave and come back later. Right. Can I use your equipment? Don't disturb any of my smells. Okay. Well, not what I was looking for. Face thickener. Handcrafted coffee. Whoa, ghost juice. Eau de toilette. Well, it's not what I was hoping to do in here. Alright. Go all the way across. Despite anything the map might have to say about it, you've managed to wander back to the spot where you set that trap for the Chupa Naranja. Peering through the bushes, you discover that your trap has indeed trapped something. It sort of looks like a giant toad with a tentacle face covered in boils that might also be eyes. You have no idea what a Chupa Naranja looks like, but this seems to be about as likely as anything you were imagining. The presumed Chupa Naranja seems pretty annoyed about being caught in your trap. Approach it. You carefully sneak up on the Chupa Naranja, which senses your presence and thrashes angrily, breaking free of your trap. Then it turns to face you. It seems mad. Fight! This thing does look like a giant toad. The Chupa Naranja! For those of you who don't speak Spanish, it means orange sucker. So not end your turn. Toodle! Aw, yeah. That didn't do much, did it? I summoned my cheesy golem! Okay, that wasn't too bad. Could be worse. Go, Molly, go! My pet mosquito. Pardon me. Oh, oh. Wait, how did that work? Weird. Yay! You could have cut off one of the creature's nostrils. Pick up your trap and get the heck out of there before that thing regains consciousness. You got the Chupa Naranja nostril. A ring of flesh perfectly crafted by natural selection to seek out the mightiest of oranges. I bet you that this guy's going to ask us to do something for him in order to receive the chest here that I need. The viscous goo has rendered this house entirely decorative. Mailbox says Flemberg on the east side. You casually commit a federal crime. You got junk mail. Junk mail is a new technology that allows trash to be distributed to everybody so that we can all share the effort of throwing it away. A gas generator provides power to the barn in exchange for a pastoral ambiance. The very small man inside the machine is clearly trying to get your attention. Hi! I'm Rufus. Do you need help?
Absolutely need help, thank you. My name is Flemberg, Paul Flemberg. I moved back into my parents' old house here because nobody would give me a lab space for my experiments, and it turned out the assistant would also have been nice to have.
What are you trying to do?
Improve myself. You know, better, faster, stronger. At least one of those. But I put the wrong settings on the control console, and all that happened was that I shrank.
You can't just change the settings?
The door doesn't open from the inside.
But
Yeah, I didn't think that through.
okay, well I can just let you out.
No! No. Opening the door will depolarize the booth, and it takes months for the field emitters to recharge. Not to mention the fact that I'd have to collect all new supplies of genetic material, so the door can only be opened once.
Jeez, you really didn't think this through. Oh, what should I do then?
I'll have to fix the settings on the control.
Oh, what should I set it to?
Well, clearly if I knew that, I wouldn't have put the wrong ones in myself. Just make me better before you open the door.
Better than what?
Better than a normal guy? I don't know. I spent so long thinking about how I could build this machine, I didn't have any time left to think about why I built it.
I'll see what I can do. A glass case with 2 giant horrible flies in it. Looks like Flemberg has is a fan of crates and barrels. Oh, does he have a distillery? Maybe. This shelf contains a lot of things that you don't that you don't know what they are or what they do. A workbench. You can make combat items. Ooh. That would be useful. Flesh spackle. Nice. Fly poisoned enemy. Molotov. Flesh ball. Increase your physical armor. Handmade pet pill. Next to the workbench, there's a pile of much smaller workbenches. Take one. You got a tiny workbench. Oh, I can put it in my room. Lundberg must have working on miniaturization technology before he developed his weird fly obsession. This guy cared about these tools. He probably wouldn't have left them on the floor. Finders keepers. He had a miniature blowtorch, a piece of scrap metal, and some foot gloves? Or maybe they're hand shoes. Makes you walk on your hands. Okay, I got it. Ooh, add on fire to a weapon. Nice. Barley, you feel past your prime? Alright, let's mess with the toys. The screen above the levers reads body, Flemberg, head, Flemberg, lungs, Flemberg, pituitary, fly, hat, fly. Flip the pituitary. Machine rumbles and you look back up at the screen. The screen above the letters reads all of that. Seems 100% Flemberg at this point. Okay, well, this is just normal me, like before I even got in here. It's exactly what I do not want. Oh, right, you told me that. Well, now what? So, what do we do to make him... uh... I don't know what the... Oh! Ha! He's wearing a nice hat. Nice. Okay. What happens if we flip those lungs? Loveberg flaps his mouth a few times, but doesn't seem to be able to speak. The way he's breathing seems pretty uncomfortable, too. We're not gonna be that mean to him. Alright. Normal lungs. Let's try the head. Oh dear. A horrible fly-headed man is buzzing loudly and repeatedly punching the glass. Ah, gross. He's clawing violently at the window and buzzing angrily. Fortunately, unbreakable glass was one thing he did think through. Well, now what? With the head. Share the body instead. The machine contains a huge fly with Flumberg's head. Flumberg is now a giant fly with a human head. Oh god, 1 sec, I'll try again. No, wait, this one's actually pretty great, actually. What? I can fly, have proportions, strength of a fly scaled up to human side. What's not to love? Open the door, I guess. You let Flemberg out of the booth. Time. It's 7:23! I still have a few minutes left. Heck yeah, I can't wait to get up to all kinds of giant fly stuff. Well, before you go, I need to get a chest hair off of you. I still have those? Okay, well, whatever, sure. Thanks, I probably don't want to know. I'm out. See ya. Bye. Well, I'll go take these to the monster hut. To the shack! Do, 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 do. Distant frog sounds become less distant frog sounds as you find yourself very close to a lot of frogs. We're not going to look at the frog bog right now, though. Frog bog could be another time. Right. You wanted the fly dude thing. Did you meet the fly man? Did you get, Yeah, I got it. Here.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm going to put it in a little silver locket and treasure it forever. What was he like? Was his experiment a success?
I've got to go. The kid takes your sash, pins another badge to it, and hands it back to you. I now have 4! I have your nostril, sir. Hey, I got that Chupa you were after. Well, nearly. I had to tussle with it a bit. Got the job done, though. Wow, that's great. We have real proof for why there aren't any oranges in the swamp. Sure. Anyway, here's its nostril. Neat. I'll wear it as a ring. Okay. Well, don't go near that part of the swamp for a while. It was real mad. Oh, sweet. So every badge that I get on this sash, it makes it even better. That's cool. That's actually a really neat idea. I wonder what the last one will grant me. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Goodness gracious, it's not that late. I guess I probably should stop for now. Let me pet the kitty. Boris. No. But Boris, I've almost got the full stash. At least Cleo lets me pet her. Oh wait, I'm still wearing the stupid vampire cap. Ooh, pardon me, I put that on earlier because I needed some extra muscle to free somebody from being in a refrigerator. Which was definitely entertaining. Anyway. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you were just as entertained as I clearly was. Boy, was that fun. For those of you who are not used to my channel, I usually do an end of the month thing. I'm doing it a little earlier this month because next week is Thanksgiving for those of us who live in the US. And I figured people would be a little too busy, you know, and just hanging out with friends or family and whatnot. So I've decided to move it to tomorrow instead. If you join my Discord, I have a poll up deciding what we're going to do tomorrow. As of the last time I checked, there was a 3-way tie. Oh, wait, nope, there's been a tiebreaker. So right now, the activity that is winning is Spooky Stories with moi. So the other choices are karaoke, community game night, and the true ending hunt for the game that I've been playing on Tuesdays, Yuppie Psycho. I just finished the normal ending. I will eventually go back and do the true ending for Yuppie Psycho, but it would have to be one long stream because I can't use the only saving mechanism in the game. So that'll be fun. That'll be a challenge. But yeah, feel free to join Discord. We'll be very happy to have you there, even if you don't decide to vote. But if you do feel like you want to vote, please do. I really enjoy listening to you guys, and I do, take your opinions into account. So for now, let's see. Who can we bother today? Oh, Pre-Pony's on. And Haley's Hive is also on, which I actually haven't rated Haley's Hive before, but she's someone new that I just started following. But, looks like she's playing Repo. Wonder... See about rating Miss Haley here. I'm assuming her username is Haley. It's spelled Hale, but I don't know. Hale just sounds weird to me. Where is it? There she is. Looks like they're having fun. All right, guys. Well, this is a good night from me. I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your evening, the rest of your week, and a great weekend if I don't see you beforehand. Otherwise, hopefully, I will see you guys tomorrow. I guess I'm going to have to start looking at some spooky stories so I can narrate, provided, that there's not another tie. But anyway, love you all. I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!
Ray, have you ever seen one of these?
It's a laser. Oh, come on in.